All right, guys, welcome to tonight's call. I'm excited to have you guys here this evening. There are a couple of things that I love to share with you guys as we head into the new month for July. But most importantly, what I want to make sure is that everyone that is here tonight and also watching later on the recording, that most importantly, you have a big understanding or a deep understanding of why you are coaching. And there's many reasons, why all of us coach. And so every specific training that I share, that I provide, it may or may not, resonate with you, or, it may not be something that you need. But as you start inviting new people to be a part of your team, this information, the National Wake Up Calls, all of that is really helpful so you can share with your teams. So again, I know it's tough, to begin with as a coach, we feel like we have to know everything. And that's why we have our weekly calls. We have the National Wake Up Calls. We have the Team No Limits call. And to be honest with you, all of this here is just a resource. It's optional. So when you decide to be a part of these calls, we want to make sure it's of value to you, because you are taking 30, 45 minutes away from your family to be a part of this. And it's showing you that you're committed to grow your business. And obviously it's showing me and the rest of the team, hey, I want to be a part of this. What can I learn tonight that I could use for my business? So again, I like to keep it streamlined, so I'm not just all over the place, because there's so much that I love to share, but I know we're limited with time. So, again, we have our vision statement, and as always, I want everyone to be able to embrace our vision statement as a team, and also share with others who we are and what we're all about. And as you grow your team, then, visions change. Our mission is the same, because, we don't work for Beachbody, but we're all part of Beachbody. So our mission is the same. Our vision is different. And so I'm going to go ahead and go on to our, let's see here. Okay. So we have recognitions. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and expand this. So recognitions, we have who've already achieved Success Club 5 this month. We have Rita. Anna, you achieved Success Club 4. Jenna has her first Success Club points at SC4. Yvonne achieved 2. Sabrina, 2. Woohoo, Sabrina! Hey, that's huge. I know sometimes they're like, that's all I got. That's, but that's a person that you get to help on their transformation. I know sometimes people get discouraged because Success Club is the way that we monitor our progress, but it's not everything. You do want to set high standards for yourself, because this is your business. All of us, this is what we do. We take ownership and we grow from it every single week. So it's great that you're trying, but then the next time say, what do I need to do tomorrow so that I can hit that goal? And so we got Jennifer Hill. I believe she's one of our newer coaches. She had first Success Club points as well. She's under Rita's team. We got Juan Bernal under Felipe, Erin Borjon, and Esmeralda with 6. So we have our 2 that have achieved Success Club. I'm also in there, but again, as your mentor and coach, I want you guys to know that, I push really strong every single day, and my big thing is to lead you guys by example, but at the same time, share with you what I'm doing every single day, help you with your conversations, and help you with the steps to also help you achieve Success Club 5 or 10. Now, we have some new coaches that are joining us. From our sneak peek, for me, will be 2 coaches, Veronica and Vanessa, and we're going to be having a new coach call tomorrow. And then next week, we're doing an orientation with them. So I want as many of you guys to also learn the orientation process, so that when you guys are inviting people to be a part of your team, everyone knows how to duplicate, right? I think the hard part is you put out there a coaching opportunity, and then you're like, what am I going to do after someone decides they want to be a part of my team, right? You're like, okay, I'm asking for help, but what's going to happen next? So I want to, once I have the orientation set up, it's going to be like a Zoom call. I want you guys to be a part of those, and I'll share that on the team page so that you can see how I'm inviting and how I'm holding an orientation for my new coaches, because it's something new that I'm doing to make sure that people feel a part of the team as well. And that we're not just sending them an email and then they go on their own, because we need to be able to help them, and as well as we help you as well, you know, to be successful on the team. Upcoming events, you guys like the sticky note? We got our Fit Clubs, we got our Bodathon at the end of August, we have our summit, yay, in July. There are a couple of spots, so if any of you guys are interested in going to summit, please send me a message and I can connect you guys to that. And then we have our Super Friday or Super Saturday events. Make sure you get registered, okay? Please attend these events. Like, this is where you connect with other coaches in the network. This is where you learn a ton of great things. We do a lot of our work on social media, but we also want to remind you that we're real people. We need to connect with others, okay? So these here are our upcoming events. Make sure that you jot them down, put them in your calendar, in your phone, and if you can't make the events, let your people know that all of these here are open to anyone. If they're a part of the team, the community, people don't have to be a coach to attend our Super Friday or Super Saturdays. They do not have to be coaches. Some of the stuff will be geared towards coaches, but this is a way to invite people to see what we do as coaches, almost like a little sneak peek. So it's a great event. Make sure to get to one. Like, you do not want to miss these things. And we have the Super Saturdays or Super Fridays. We have them once every quarter. So there's 4 a year. And then in the summer, we have our huge coach event, which of course I'll be sharing a lot of pictures of that event. So, okay, so here's where, if you guys want to unmute yourself, the training for tonight, how to create success in your business. And I've shared something on this already, but the one for tonight, it's more like how to set up yourself to have a successful month, okay? I mean, maybe you guys can unmute yourselves and tell me, like, what are you guys doing this month to help you guys be successful? Maria, can you share with me, like, what you did these last few days? And I've been watching you on our page, like what you're doing to move your business forward. Can you share a little bit?
Yeah, I'm trying to stay consistent to do the power hour so that I can be more productive instead of being all over the place. And in addition to that, I followed Sabrina's footstep on printing the VAT.
Awesome.
So I started doing that today. So and I think I've been talking to a lot of people, you know, on one-on-one and via message, more or less than inviting on my actual timeline. I'm doing it one-on-one.
Good for you. And that's what's is that working for you?
Well, it is, because I'm able to connect more with them on the personal basis, and I'm getting to know them a little bit more. So I see it as a time investment, which will eventually, you know, pay up, because they'll get to know me and treat me as a person rather than me going out there and just doing what I was doing. It was like I was meeting people, but I was always like throwing them, oh, you want to buy Shakeology? Kind of like that, you know? Yeah. And they're like, no. So I've been following you guys and noticing how you guys talk, you know, how you guys have those conversations. So I've been doing that. I have to, like, basically cover my mouth, you know, and not to say the word Shakeology, because I'm going to scare them away.
And
you know, so
Go ahead.
And then in addition to that, I've been posting, you know, live. Like I attended a meeting a couple of weeks back from the Team No Limits, and Judd mentioned that if you go live and you post a video every now and then, that attracts, you know, more feedback. So I've been stepping out of my comfort zone on that part.
That's good. That's good. And when you, like, the things that you're telling me that you're doing, that you're sharing, those seem pretty basic, right? Like, those things that you're doing seem pretty basic, but how much of an impact are they having on what you're doing, though? Like, you connect, how much of an impact?
Well, I think they're having a pretty good impact because people are following me and they're being constant. Plus, they're asking me questions. Oh, like you're doing that. Oh, so what's that about? And they ask me, so it opens a conversation.
Right.
And then if they tell me no, then I remember what you say. No means not right now.
Yay, that's
So
exactly, and you don't take it personal, right? Because people are not ready. People are not ready. And I'm so
yes.
glad that you also sent me like your conversations and we were able to, talk about that. And, was that helpful for you?
It was because it reminded me, that I need to stop talking and start listening.
Yay.
So
So we're listening to understand, not to respond, and right away want to do the sale.
yes, yes.
Awesome, awesome. And I think you mentioned in the video, like, what are the things that you need to do? It's pretty much what you're doing right now. Because I've seen that it's like the urgency that you're applying right now with the power hour, with the one-on-one, that exactly, and sharing, that's exactly what we do. Like, that's what, and if you stay consistent with that, but also don't forget to stay, like, one of the things here is within the 4 vital behaviors. So don't forget that you also want to be a product of the product. And when you share that you have success with a program, when you're ready to invite because you're making these connections with people, they're going to automatically ask you, what are you doing? Like, I want to get results like that because you've already built that relationship aside from it. So you're kind of plugging in your workouts, your videos, your food. Once in a while you put Shakeology. You don't have to put it on there all the time, maybe once or twice a week. And then, and then you go from there. But people are attracted to videos like you're saying. So that right there, what you're doing, Maria, keep doing that. Like, keep doing that and then go back to it. And of course, I'll check in with you guys, and say, hey, how's it going with your power hour? And it's not because I want to keep tabs on you, but it's because I know where you want to go with your business because we've talked about it. You want to earn this amount of money or do this with your business. So in order to get that and be successful, what you're doing right now is going to get you there. It's a momentum, like it's going to build up. And Felipe brought up a good point earlier. It's like when you start a new job, you have to put in the hours or the weeks, to save up money or to earn money. Same thing with this. It's we're building from the ground up. And if you don't show up to work, you won't earn that momentum. And that momentum creates obviously financial, rewards, right? So thank you so much for sharing that, Maria. I appreciate it. And I'm so glad it's working for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I barely started this week because we had that talk and we've been exchanging ideas, and attending this meetings really helps because it brings different perspectives. So that helps.
I'm so glad. Sabrina, you want to share? You want to wait till I go through a little bit of the slides?
You can go through the slides and then I'll share.
Okay. So how to create success in your business. We've gone through the Coach Action Plan. For those of you who are on here, if you haven't had a chance to go through the Coach Action Plan, which is this one here, this action plan, it's like when you sit down with we've sat down and we talked about why are you choosing to become a coach? How can coaching help you, achieve the goals that you want? And I've dug deep with many of you, and the bottom line for many of you, it's a way to either provide financial freedom or save money to take trips with your family, because the income you earn right now with your full-time is just enough to pay for bills or for loans or for groceries. And so a lot of people work, but they don't get any incentive from all that work that they're doing. So having this Coach Action Plan in front of you, okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you connect with me if you're my coach, and if you're another leader's coach, connect with them. But it's so important to have this, and this is one of the worksheets that should be in your binder, so that when you start feeling like, why am I inviting? Why am I working out? you're working out because, first of all, you decided to be a part of my team so that you can get results for yourself, you can feel good, and we never want to lose sight of that. But the coach action plan is now the business side of it. Like, why are you a coach? Like, what's the purpose? What's your purpose for coaching? And just like we tell our challengers, why are you wanting to get healthy? And we list the 10 reasons, and the deeper we dig, the more it's not even about the scale. It's about being able to feel strong and healthy and, you know, be able to be active and get out with our kids. Like, you start digging super deep, and then you really find the true meaning behind why you want to do a workout, why you want to drink Shakeology. Same thing with the business. You want to know why you are coaching, like why, you know, because when you lose that motivation, because only you can be motivated. I can help you with the steps and the resources, but if you don't want this, then it's not going to work, right? So you got to set your goals. You got to connect your goals to your why. So we got to make sure that every single month, like if you want to earn $200 to $300, well, then we have to go down to the goals, and we have to figure out, well, if I want to earn $200 to be able to pay my electricity bill, what do I have to do for the first month in my business? Okay, we know that if you achieve Success Club, you'll start earning income, 25%, you know, commission, and you start earning the residual income the following month. Residual income means if a customer continues to purchase Shakeology, you'll earn the following month for that same customer. But you don't want to stop there. If your goals are to earn $200 every single month, you have to continue working towards your goals, and that is going to help you stay with your why. Why? You know, why are you coaching? So again, this coach action plan, if you have not looked at it in the last week or 2 weeks, take it out and really sit down and take a look at that, and send me a message if you're my coach and say, can we talk about my coach action plan? What do I need to do to hit this and to, you know, earn this much? And we know what we have to do to rank advance. And if you don't know the rank advancement part, then let's talk about it as well. Okay. But the first and foremost important thing is that we have to make sure that we understand what it means to start our business, you know, like to start from the beginning. So we have this leadership ladder, and this leadership ladder, it's a benchmark. Like when we start as a coach, we start as a business starter or a coach. Now, to be a business starter means you have to earn at least $100 in commission. You have to qualify for Success Club 5. That means you have to help at least 3 people with a challenge pack. Right? Because for every challenge pack, you get 2 Success Club points, or with 1 Shakeology on Home Direct, you get 1 Success Club point. And the highest paid rank for business starter is just a coach. Not just a coach, but a coach. Okay? So this here is like, what do you focus on to grow your business? Like to really, really, really start your business, you focus on Success Club, because that's going to help you earn the commission. That's going to help you move your business forward. That's going to help you earn those $200. It may not happen in the first month, but I'll tell you that if your focus is to help at least 2 to 3 people or 3 to 5 people every month, then you'll be able to achieve that. Okay, so this here is called the leadership ladder. There's 5 different rungs. Like, first rung is business starter, second rung is team builder, you know, then team leader, organization leader, and executive leader. And I did include a video in the post I made about this in the team page and also in our event for our team call tonight. So I don't want you guys to like look too far ahead, but it's a good idea to say, okay, I'm a business starter. What do I need to do next to achieve team builder? And when you log into your back office, it tells you what you need to achieve to get there. Like it'll tell you specifically, you know, what you have to do. So again, when you hit Success Club, guys, that's going to help you hit all 3 of the requirements as a business starter. And this is how you achieve success every single month, by focusing on Success Club, because we know that Success Club means you help at least 3 people. How do you help at least 3 people? You share your journey. You invite, you post, you stay plugged in, and you ask questions. Like, we have to keep it super simple. When you start building a team, guess what? You're going to have us here to help you. And if you stay plugged in, you're going to learn. You're going to see what I'm doing. You'll see what Judd does. You'll see what Victoria does, Jamie Lynn. That's how you learn how to be a leader, as well, doing like the personal development, right? And doing all those things. So right now, don't be too worried about leading a team. Until you start, like, maybe with, like, as you get closer to being a diamond coach, where you do have at least 4 to 5 working coaches, then we can start working towards that. Like, what I'm trying to do now on the team page is have my emeralds share their tips, because that's going to help them get into that comfort zone of being a leader. Because it does take a lot to get in front of a phone, right, or go live and share your tips, because you don't know what people are going to say. Maria, like you said, right, it's kind of like you step outside of your comfort zone when you go live, but people see you and you're like, and they make a connection with you. So that's what, you know, leading is not, it is scary, because you're doing something out of the ordinary, and you're putting yourself out there for probably people to criticize or whatever. But you know that you have good intentions and you share what you're feeling. Are there any questions about being a business starter? Sabrina, Maria, Anna, any questions? No? Okay. So let's see here. So obviously the coach action plan, that right there is key. You want to make sure you know why you are a coach. Because if you don't really know why you're doing what you're doing, then you have nothing to connect it to. You know, my why to be a coach is because I want to be home. I want to be my own boss. And I still want to be able to provide financially for my family. And this allows me to do that. And I love this because I get to work out. I get to go on trips, which I love all the trips. I like to, you know, like now I like to share. I didn't know this was my passion until I finally started doing more of it, you know, and it's okay if you don't know what your passion is yet. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you stay connected to why you're doing this. I think I've stressed that enough, right? So coach action plan. And once you have all of these steps down here, 1 through 8, right? You schedule your time, which Maria, you guys are doing a great of. You defined what you're going to do every day, and the power hour helps. You can do more than 1 power hour. You don't just have to do 1. You can do 2 of those, or 3 if you have time. What's going to happen if you do more than 1 power hour? What's the worst thing that can happen?
Get more people.
Yeah.
Talk to more people.
Yeah, you talk to more people.
You become consistent.
Yeah, you get good at it.
It becomes a habit.
Yes.
A routine.
Yes, and you become good at it. Like, you're like, oh, I get this. And Maria, you're like, done. I'm done with this, complete. You know, I'm watching that. I'm like, yes, because the more you do it, you know, the better you get at it. There's always room for improvement. Like, there's always room for improvement. I'm working every single day at getting better at the things I want to do too, you know. And then I share with you guys because, hey, why not? I want you guys to be successful too, you know. And then obviously you want to identify potential obstacles. At the same time, you want to identify what are some of the sacrifices that you're going to do to reach your goals. Less TV, less scrolling the newsfeed, you know, being a part of the team calls, you know, checking in with your accountability partner, your success partner. Remember, a success partner is someone that you're like, hey, I'm doing this, you know, it's working for me. Here it is if you want to try it out. But you guys aren't like babysitting each other. Like, that's not what you're doing, or you're not training the other person. It's like you guys are sharing information, keeping each other accountable, making sure you guys are like, hey, make sure you get your workout in because we got to like crush some goals this week. Like, you know, you're like each other's cheerleader and accountability partner. but you're not babysitting. That's one thing that success partners are not. And then the last part, number 7 too, you got to make sure you hold yourself accountable. And that's why it's important to know why you're doing this, because, you know, we can be here and we can help you, guide you. But if you're not holding yourself accountable for your actions, then, you know, we lose sight of all of this. Number 8, this is where I know there's a lot here going on this, but this is another way that we can be successful, have a successful month. And I know, Sabrina, you do the calendar. Yeah, you do the calendar. Maria, do you have a calendar for yourself, like a monthly calendar of the activities that it talks about here? Like right here, it says on number 5, define your daily activity.
No, I need to work on that. That's one of the areas that I was actually thinking about that as I was writing the thing to-do list. I did the A, B, and C list thing Monday, and I've been going through that throughout the week, but I do need to make it into a calendar and break it down into day. I'm going to do A this, B on second day, and so forth. Yeah, I was just actually thinking about that.
Awesome. I'm going to share this in the team page. So if you guys want to grab it, it's an Excel spreadsheet, and you can add your own stuff. This year, I'm going to change around a few things. And let me tell you what I do with this. Like, I have this right here on my binder. And so it's a way to help me stay on track. Because, so for example, like, Maria, you had some people who said no, right? They said no to your paid group. They're like, no, I don't want to buy it. Or Sabrina, right? Like,
yeah.
Okay, so on my calendar, when is my next free group? What do I have? What day? If you can see it.
The 11th?
The 11th. So those people who told me no, what do you think I'll tell them?
To join your free group.
Yes. I said, you know what? But, and here's the thing. I can tell them exactly when my free group is. I can say, you know what, Maria, I totally understand, you know, right now is not a good time. I'm going to be hosting a 7-day free Avid Squat Challenge. It doesn't cost anything on the 11th. Would you like to join me?
Oh, I see. That way you keep that constant communication with them, and they don't go away, you know?
Right, and you add them to your list.
Gotcha.
Okay, so then if somebody lives in Bakersfield, and right there I have, on Saturday I have Bakersfield Latino Fit Club. Someone says, well, I wish I could try the program out. Oh, well, you know what, Maria, guess what? On Saturday at 8 and at 9, and on Wednesdays I have a free boot camp Fit Club class. Come join me. So if you have this calendar sitting in front of you when you're talking to people, messaging them, calling them, whatever it is, you can look at your calendar. You can say, oh, you know what? On this day, we're having 22-minute hardcore. Come join me.
Oh, I see.
What I'm also going to add to this calendar is a virtual workout. I'm going to do a Zoom workout next week on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. So I'm going to give you guys the link too, so you guys can join in if you want to work out with us. 7:30 p.m.
Nice.
Next week. It's a virtual one, so whoever want to join, that's going to be one of our free things that we're going to promote for July.
I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that. That Zoom workout.
They're going to work out with us, and they're going to be like, you know what? I want to do it. And we're just going to tell them to follow us. Put your phone and follow what we do. Yeah. So if you see here, some people like to do monthly calendars. I also do a weekly calendar. I have a weekly calendar. I write down.
And for the calendar, Elizabeth, for the calendar, do you recommend that we only write one thing per day? That way we don't get overwhelmed? Or
yes.
I have a tendency to write like 20 things.
No.
Or should I have to do all these 20 things on one day?
One thing, Maria. One thing.
Okay.
One thing on your calendar. Yeah. You already know that for people to stay connected with you, you got to just share more. But you don't have to share Beachbody stuff all day.
Gotcha.
If you go back to my page, I don't think I've shared anything Beachbody except my workout, but I didn't put anything on there that says Beachbody.
No, I don't put Beachbody. I just put whatever I'm working on and why I'm doing it. You know, like you said, when you post, you have to have a purpose. Why are you posting? So I just put why I'm, like, my picture and why I did what I did, and that was it.
That's great. And I'm telling you, the more that you do it, it just becomes second nature. After a while, you're just going to just add more stuff and you'll become better at it. And this is what you do. If you get people who join your team, you duplicate. You show them the same steps. And you don't have to do it on your own. We have a team, right?
Right.
We have a team. So I know people get nervous about how to lead, but you lead by example and by duplicating what works for you. You create, you know, and you really don't have to take anything brand new. Like we have the Business in a Box. All those scripts are already written out. You just share it, you duplicate it. You tell people, use this because this is what works to invite people.
Okay.
You don't have to go and create anything new. It's just mentoring the person based on what their goals are on the Coach Action Plan.
Okay.
So we'll worry about leading when we get there. Right now, just get good at the steps that help you build your business, because then you'll be able to duplicate that with people who do join you. It's what I've done. I mean, it's what I've done. I learned from Jed. I'm still learning from Jed, from Victoria, from Jamie Lynn, from top coaches that if I attend a national wake-up call, it's like a mini training session. And I learn from them, and then what I learn, I share what I feel my team needs based on what you guys need, not on what I need. So like I was saying earlier on the video I shared in the group, there are so many things you can do right, like all kinds of things you can do right in this business. Everything is right, everything. However, are you doing the right things to move your business forward? Like if you wrote down what you want to achieve for your goals in your Coach Action Plan, what if all of those things you're doing right are not the right things though? You know, you're over here doing something else that has nothing to do with what you want to achieve, or like anyone, right, on the team. So we have to make sure that we're doing the right things to help our business grow. If you're only wanting to do this part-time and you're working your business like 20 hours out of the day, yes, it's you're doing things right, but is it the right thing for you? You know, are you, like a lot of times coaches get distracted with going to all these events. Like, I'm going to go to yoga, I'm going to do this event, I'm going to do this booth, I'm going to go have this lunch meeting. And there are things that are right because you want to connect, but is it right for your business? Is spending all that time away helping you grow your business? Is it the right thing for you? And if it's not, we slowly have to start taking it out of our urgent, because we have to go on this date, or we have to do this. But is it important? If it's not important, then don't do it. That's the time management video that I shared in the group. Okay, we're almost about like a minute down. So the last part about being successful, you guys have seen this before many, many, many times, the 4 vital behaviors, right? Can I get a thumbs up? The 4 vital behaviors, guys. This is like so important. Like everything else I shared, that's important. Those are resources to help you. Felipe, yay. Felipe has shared this before in our team page too, right? So you want to make sure that you're doing, these are the right things to do here. Right here, if you need anything, the right things is this. Invite, be a proof that the product works, do personal development, and of course, always give recognition. Like I want to give recognition for everything, but I know we have to spread it out so it just doesn't become a whole bunch. and people get like turned away by everything on Facebook. I'm proud of you guys every single day. Like, it's just some in my nature. I love to give recognition. And if there's a success story you want to share or anything, you let me know so that I can help you. But this here, the 4 vital behaviors, guys, this is it here. This is key to having a successful month. Okay? Can someone take a picture? I know it's going to turn off.